Hi, this is Kelly from Connection Keeping, and I just want to thank you so much for buying the calendar kit. It is a fun, easy to use kit that has lots of options and different things you can do. So I just want to show you, and I'm going to kind of take you through some of the easy parts of making this. This I used with my November kit, and here's one for December. We use them in our scrapbook. Oh, I also want to show you that uh, one thing that I think is super fun is if you had a baby or you're making a baby book, you can use it to do all the first. So here we go. So, you love to hold fingers, doctor's appointment, you put all the different first smiles, things like that, and you can add the images to the boxes. So you have, I'm sure you're going to have many, many pages of all the fun things that your baby has done, but it gives you like a view of the whole year, which is kind of a fun thing. So, how to use it. It's like every other template, but there's a certain things that'll make it easier that I want to show you. So first, the stitching, you can change the color here, and you can add this and put any color you want. So if you want to make it black or anything, you can do that. Or if you like to keep it white, you can just keep this part hidden here. You can change the stitching. Sometimes it's kind of fun. I do it when you can take the stitches and say you want to get rid of some. You can just go to delete, to erase, and you can erase some, and then you have to erase the drop shadow. But then you still get the little holes for the stitching, which I kind of think gives it a grungy look. So that's one of the options. And here are some of the things I want to show you. Let me close that up. That will make everything easier. Okay, so here the numbers are all, and the boxes are all together in one thing. So with the numbers here, if you want to give all the numbers a style, you can just click on the, instead of going to each number, click on the numbers and say you want to give them a drop shadow. So you can go and you see how it gave them all a drop shadow. Or, let's clear layers that. You can put a color on all of them, which is what I did over here. You see how they have the light gray color? Instead of individually doing each number, what I like to do is anything you want to be true of all the numbers, you just do over there. Sorry, I'm looking for my solid papers here. So say you want them all pink, go and you just clip it to the numbers thing. So now you have it all set. The same with the boxes. So say you want all of your boxes to have a style, which would probably be like a shadow. You can do that and they will all have it. And so now if you change anything or do anything to individual boxes, you can still do that. Like you can still clip papers to the individual boxes, but they will all have that shadow. So I just wanted to make sure everyone knew that. The other thing is, so to give functionality and be able to erase things, every one of these numbers is separate, and you're like, oh, Kelly, every time I do a new month, I have to move the numbers around. And I was like, yes, I get that, but I want to show you a quick way to do it. So when I made this November one, you see that it starts with 1 on Friday. So what I do is quickly move them all to the top spots. So it takes like, and you're like, they're all over the place, Kelly. I don't want them to look like that. But I'm going to show you really quick how you can fix that so that that's not a problem. Here we go. All right, I'm just going to do these 2 weeks here. So you have to find the first day and set the 1 on the first day, and then you just move everything else accordingly. And you see how I moved them to the top because the numbers were already started at the bottom. Okay, and here we go. Okay. All right. So now you're like, that doesn't look great. I want it to look nicer. So this first row is just 1 and 2. So put the, well, this one won't matter because they're kind of, there's only 2 of them. So you put them sort of in the place you want, and you make sure you are on the move tool. And so you can put like either if you want them lower or middle, high, you press, you see up here, here's my mouse, you're up here and you want to align them and then they're set. But when you do it for a big row, so now you see that you have 9 through 3. So I go to 3 and I hold down shift and I click 9, and now I can set those all so that they're in the same spot, and then I click, do you see this one where it's like a little sideways sandwich? You click that and now they're all equally distanced apart, and you can put them wherever you want. So as long as you moved your one edge and the other edge, it should work. So here I go like that, and you see how they're all in the right spot. So I'll do it with the 10. Make sure you put the 10 and the 16 in the spot you want. And it doesn't have to be the top. Say you wanted the bottom left. You move them both to the bottom left. Go to 10, you hold down shift and go to 16. And now you put them all at the bottom, and then you remember to press the sideways sandwich, and they're all adjusted for you. So again, those are pretty much the two major tricks to know, is how to align them and how to put a style for each one. So let's see here. Let me move my thing over. And so here's our numbers. And so I guess something else that you want to see. So over here, I had done what we were talking about before, where I erased some of the stitching and I moved down the boxes. Oh, okay, so these boxes as well. So it's the same thing I did for these. If you go here, what I did is I clicked all the rectangles, and I might have done something like you can do then a style, but let me first give them a color. Say I wanted them to be green, so I can do that for all of them. And then the style, you can do a shadow, or you can make them, you can do any style that you would like to do, like that. So the whole point of this, even though it's a very simple layout, a simple template, the whole point is that you can make it look so different every time. And just go to town. If you see here where it has pictures and papers put on it, I think that's where the fun scrapbooking comes in. Of course, you can do clusters over here and add titles and all sorts of fun stuff around, but I think the joy of it is in this part. At this point, we this was not from November 2024. This was long, maybe around November of 2010. So we homeschooled. So we talked about our read aloud, me going out, like this was when I was running a marathon, all of our activities. You put them in the days that they happened, and you have like an actual time frame from what you said, what your life was like at that point. So to clip a picture, all you have to do is click on the box. So, and now it actually goes to the box. The boxes are numbered from this one being 1, so it goes that way. So this is actually box 17, even though you're number 12, because there was 5 other boxes that aren't. You have this, so you click on it, and you just bring a picture over, move it around, hold down Alt, and it clips it right there. If you had Photoshop elements, it would change it. If you want to move this number around, you can do that. And remember, if you clipped a thing to the front, it'll always stay that way. Or you can do an individual one, depending on how you want to do it. What else should you know? Oh, the other thing to know, in this kit, not only do you get this wonderfully versatile template, you also get a style. So it comes with a style that will give it a white border. So if I click on this and I go to my styles and I put a connection. Okay, so you don't click on the picture like I just did, because I want to clear that layer style, because then it'll only put the style around the picture, and if that's not in your box. So make sure you click on the box, press style, and I get a cool little frame around the box. So it'll look nice, because then it can change up the different styles. And that's it. And the rest is just like a template. And I hope you like it, and I hope you have a wonderful day.